Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Quentin. I'm the creator of Zone Search and the owner of Trirex. And in today's video, we are going to take a look at how every Zone Search setup performed in November 2025. November was overall a pretty interesting month. We had some very strong weeks, especially week 3, but we also had slower periods because of the market shutdown in the US. The final week of November was a bit weaker overall, but that is completely normal. Every strategy has its ups and downs, and Zone Search simply keeps trading through all of it. For this video, I downloaded 100% quality ticket data from dukascopy, and we are going to run a backtest for each setup we provide inside the Zone Search guide. These are the exact same setups that all users can copy and run themselves. So let's jump in, let's run the test and take a quick look at how every setup performed this month. Alright, so right here we are in MetaTrader 5 and we can see trirex Zone Search 1.17 right here. We are running a custom symbol that I downloaded with dukascopy, and this is November 2025. That's how I named it. We're running a custom period and we're starting on Saturday, November 1st, running the test until November 30, which is a Sunday. We have a delay of 100 milliseconds. This doesn't matter too much, but you can see it right here in a minute or so that we also have a delay of 100 milliseconds on this MetaTrader 5. Of course, the modeling quality is every tick based on real ticks. This is the only legit data. Any other data is incorrect. The deposit is 10,000 USD. We can see it right here, by the way. 103 milliseconds. But we are running a 10,000 USD account with a 1 to 500 leverage. And let me just make this really small because I am not going to give away all of these settings. So I'm going to make it smaller and larger. We're risking $100 per trade. So if we're making $500, that means that we made 5%, okay? So I'm going to load the first setup, which is USD-JPY1. And this is not going to be the most exciting video, but I just want to show the results for each test, okay? So this is the first setup, 4.9% and 5 trades. Let's just make this smaller again. It's gonna be really annoying, but I don't want to give everything away for anyone. All of these setups can be found in the guide, so all of the Zone Search users have access to these exact same setups. USD-JPY2 had 20 trades, 5.6% profit, and a win rate of 50%. And the graph looks really nice. We have one big win here. We have another pretty big win here. This is like 2% profit. This is like 3% profit. And the rest was pretty flat, as you can see. But that's fine. This was the good week, by the way, that we're seeing right here. Just make this smaller again. And let's load the third setup for USD-JPY. Go back to the graph. Make this larger and let's start it. Wow, this one is amazing. I am personally not running USD-JPY3, but it had a very good month. It made 8.8% profit, which is amazing. 19 trades, and it won 57% of the time. And the short trades had a very, very big win rate. It only lost 1, I think. That looks amazing. This is a very, very nice equity. It didn't lose a lot, like not at all. It's a shame that I'm not running this setup. Let's move on to the fourth setup for Zone Search, USD-JPY. This is a setup that I am running myself. There's so many setups, by the way, that you need to make decisions which setup you're running. And yeah, we can see this, that it's not a great period for USD-JPY4. 2.3% profit, win rate of 40%, so we lost more than we won, which is fine. Let's just make this smaller, and then we're gonna move on to 5 USD-JPY setup 5. There we go. Let's go back to the graph, and I don't expect this one to be great as well. Oh, it was good. Never mind. It was actually quite good. So this setup made 4.3% or 4.2%, sorry. 55% win rate, 20 trades as well, which is pretty much every day. That's nice. All right, let's go back to USD-JPY 6. This is also a setup that I am running on some of my accounts. I'm running multiple accounts. I think this one performed really poorly, or it was in October. I'm not too sure. Let's take a look. Let's start it when we are on the graph. Let's make this larger. Jesus, that's terrible. Let's take a look at the backtest. So this one lost 15%, 20 trades and a win rate of 5%. Is that true? Yes, it won actually only one trade. That's insane. So USD JPY 6, for the people that are completely new here, is the setup with the most profit but the lowest win rate. So this setup only wins like 20% of the time, but when it wins, it usually wins really big and much bigger than this one. So we can see a win of like, how much is this? Maybe like 5 or 6%, but usually when this setup wins, it wins like 8 to 10%, okay? So that's why this looks really bad, and you shouldn't run this one alone or with a lot of risk. I'm running it with pretty low risk myself. Alright, so we're almost finished with USD JPY. Let's move on to the last setup right now. Let's go back to the graph. USD JPY 7. This one looks really nice. 20 trades as well, 12 winners, 6% win rate, and 6.39% made. So we're finished with USD JPY now. So let's move on to the next pair and let's see which one we are going to run. Let's go with Australian dollar JPY. So let's go back to the settings, and right here we are going to select Australian dollar JPY November right here. Everything looks exactly the same. Let's go to the graph, start this, and let's see what happens. It can take some time before this test loads because it always needs to download some data. All right, there we go. Australian dollar JPY looks pretty okay-ish. It's not too great. It made 2.8%. 47% of the trades won. Nothing special, but it was positive. But yeah, it looks pretty flat, of course. So now let's move on to the next one, which is going to be, let's just go for Euro USD, because we also only have one setup for Euro USD. Let's make this smaller again. Go to the inputs. Need to make it a little bit bigger so we can actually load it. And let's select Euro USD. There we go. And let's start this as well. All right. Euro USD didn't perform too well. It made 0.39%, so we can say this one was pretty much break even. 35% of the trades were won. All right, let's move on to GBP USD. For GBP USD, we provide two setups, and right now we are running the first setup. Let's take a look how this performed. I am not too sure. Well, here we can see that it performed really poorly. We lost 4% and the win rate was 33%. So let's take a look at the second setup that we have for GBP USD. Let's load that one. Let's take a look. Where is it? Here we go. Yep. All right, let's take a look how this one performed. This one was pretty much the same. So minus 4% and a win rate of 42%. So the next pair that we are going to test right now is Euro JPY. So let's select Euro JPY November. Let's go to the graph, start it, and let's take a look how Euro JPY performed. So this is the first setup, and this one made 2.9%, 53% win rate. Let's take a look at the second Euro JPY setup that we have. Let's select that one right here. And let's go to the graph. It's really annoying that I have to keep making this smaller. Euro JPY 2 is actually much better. As we can see, this one made 7.2%. A win rate of 57% and it took 19 trades. All right, let's take a look at the last setup that we have for Euro JPY. All right, there we go. Let's start this one. And we can see that this one also performed poorer, 2.7% profit, a 66% win rate, which is really good. But yeah, a lot of flat trades as we can see right here. Alright, so that was everything for November. We have tested USD JPY, Euro JPY, Euro USD, GBP USD, and Australian Dollar JPY. We could see that some setups performed really well and a few setups performed poorer, especially USD JPY 6 and GBP USD. Thanks for watching. If you are interested in purchasing or taking a look at Zone Search, make sure you go to the link in the description, which pretty much just explains the product. It is a fully automated MT5 VA with 13 years of data right now. It was 12, but we're 1 year later now. And it's a really nice EA. You can join the Discord, ask questions there as well. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you next video.